when Boycott walked out onto the pitch with the England captain Mike Brearley, after Brearley had won the toss and decided to bat in perfect condition.
Robinson is at short forward square. He retained his place in this game, having performed well in the match at Trent Bridge. He's made something of a specialty of that close-in position, unusual for a keeper to be able to do so. Batted very well in the last couple of games leading up to this Headingley Test. Gone. Well, there's a big shout, and umpire Budd's given him out. Really out, caught by Marsh, bowled Thompson, the first wicket to go, and umpire Budd had no hesitation in putting up the finger. There was certainly a sound. We can have a look and see if he might have struck the ground also. There was certainly a big deflection there, and all the fieldsmen behind the wicket and closer to the wicket. Richie Robinson on the right-hand side. We're up for the appeal. And here now is Geoffrey Boycott facing Max Walker. And he's off the mark now. 2 runs on the way to it. Ian Davis, the fieldsman. Outfield, no chance of cutting that off. Wilmer is off the mark. That's one shot. And Wilmer stroking that full toss away, square of the wicket on the offside. Very quick to seize on it.
That's his first boundary. Typical Boycott shot. That's the shot he plays so well. Just short of a length. Again, a question of perfect piece of timing and placement. Walker then to Woolmer. That's away through that little gap between slit and gully, running down the hill, and Walters can give that one up. And you get some indication there of the speed of this Headingley outfield. Oh, it's a lovely shot for 4. First really bad ball that Walker's bowled, and Boycott so quickly to latch onto it. His second 4, both coming off similar sort of shots. The short ball forced away square on the offside. And as he... difficult to see whether that was a chance or not. But, very disappointed. Max Walker there could well have just got a little outside edge on there. There's the deflection, certainly. Away to Marsh's right. Very difficult chance indeed.
It's a good shot. Full toss. We're going to score, having been on 50 for 20 minutes. Now, umpire Ali is asking if the ball went over the rope. No third man, and it's lightning fast down that area. There's quite a big slope away from the pitch to the right-hand side of the ground as we look at it. Four runs to Boycott. Good shot through mid-on. There's a gap, a wide gap from the bowler to mid-wicket. I thought it was very quick to latch onto that half volley.
Well, it's found the gap this time, no need to run for that. Beautiful shot. Davis is giving chase, but as ever it hurries away down the last 20 or 30 yards to the ring here. All paid good money here today to watch this match, and take-ins already for this test series, including advanced bookings here and at the Oval, have passed the £500,000 mark. That's a chance, and it's caught by Chappell. So Thompson takes the wicket of Bob Woolmer. Little outside edge, good low catch going there to Greg Chappell at first slip. And Woolmer goes for 37. It's the faintest of outside edges, and Greg Chappell making no mistake this time. Dropped a couple up at Nottingham, but delighted to hold on to that one. And being congratulated there by his teammates. Thompson to Randall. Oh, that's a good shot for four. Well, he doesn't hang around normally, Derek Randall. He's on edge, he's moving, he wants to be playing shots. And played that very well. And that's four more. There's no third man. It's negotiated very skillfully this time by Randall. Played a good shot. It lifted. He played it down well through the gap between slit and gully. Randall just got down on that in time. It swung in nicely. Right where he intended, but it's going to bring in 3 runs. So those 3 runs to Randall takes him on to 16 and brings up the 100 for England. It's taken 159 minutes. And 159 minutes of very competitive cricket out here. It's Pascoe to bowl again, this time to Randall. It's a friendly full toss. And it's struck very easily through mid-off, and the ball racing away down in the direction of the players' pavilion for 4 runs. And that's LBW. Up goes the finger. Pascoe takes his first wicket. Randall goes LBW for 20. And the score moves on now to 105 for 3. No great problem there for Bill Alley to answer. Answered it immediately. Up went the finger and out went Randall.
Boycott takes him into the 40s now, up to 41. That'll be Boycott's half-century. He's half the way towards that record of being the first man to hit his 100 in a test match. Goes on now to 52. Greg is 8, and it's 129 for 3. 3 sound innings from Boycott. Getting a standing ovation for his half-century. Hardly dare think what will happen if the 3 figures come up. That's a splendid hit from Tony Gregg. 6 over Len Pascoe's head. Even if he'd been back on the fence, I think it would have gone over the top. Greg Chappell had him positioned in about 20 yards from the rope.
Oh, that's good straight drive for 4 by Boycott. Slower ball, and Boycott reacted very quickly to it. Well, that straight drive by Boycott takes him on to 65, establishes the 50 partnership now between Boycott and Gregg. Pascoe bowls again to Gregg, and it's in the air, not far short of mid-off, but hit with sufficient power to force its way through for 4. Not normally very much help in this pitch early on for the spinner. This is Ray Bright, who just had the preference over Kerry O'Keefe for the 11th place in the side this morning. Beautifully placed shot. Starts with a half volley, a loosener, and once again Boycott very quick to latch onto it. It's driven very firmly and very correctly through the offside. He's cut away square past slip. That'll race down for 4 also. This is Boycott's 11th boundary out of his 75. Drive followed by the cut. And the big appeal goes up. Umpire doesn't have anything at all to do with it. Marsh again looks absolutely disgusted. So does Ray Bright, who's livid, snatched his cap away. Great demonstrations, and there is Bill Ali, quite right, telling the Australians exactly what he thinks about them. Greg Chappell going up to Ray Bright. He's possibly disappointed. He might well have thought that he did get an edge. But Greg Chappell there trying to cool him down. There's absolutely nothing you can never do about it on a cricket field once the umpire says not out. See again that last ball. I doubt whether we should be able to pick up very much from it as the umpire, as the wicketkeeper goes across and shields everything, but it was certainly a most confident appeal. And that's through this time with a glorious cover drive by Boycott. And it really has to bring the best out of him, this, because this is a fairly closely packed off-site field that Bright's bowled into. And it requires really expert judgment to find the gaps.
Beautifully timed by Tony Gregg. Hold him. And Thompson deserved that wicket. It looked as though Tony Gregg played inside the line there. Not just have got back between bat and pad, but he was aiming away through extra cover. In fact, he was inside the line. Just make an error of judgment in trying to hit it away a little bit too square and, in fact, playing across it in the end. So the fourth wicket goes down at 201. Tony Greig is out for 43, and Geoff Boycott is still there on 81. Graham Roop's last test match was in 1975. It was in the test at the Oval. On that occasion, he made a duck in the first innings and then hit a very good 77 in the second.
That's a glorious free shot off the back foot. Short, it's hooked away, it's in the air, but it's going to be safe. A good shot, in fact, by Boycott. He got into position pretty smartly, pretty quickly there. It takes him 4 runs nearer. For the moment, it's Pascoe again, coming slightly downhill from the Kirkstall Lane end. Boycott pushing it away for another single. He's quite happy to get him in ones. Should expect from an Australian tack, there's nothing being offered here to Boycott. Chappell just short of a length. And, Geoffrey Boycott just waiting and hoping for a nice half volley outside off stump. That's it. That's a half volley through mid-on for 4. The bat goes in the air. The England players come out to applaud what really has got to be a moment here of cricket history. Geoffrey Boycott, 100 hundreds and the place to get it in the middle of a test match against Australia on his home ground at Headingley. Superb performance from the moment he came in. Taken 319 minutes, he's hit 14 fours, and it's his 14th hundred in test match cricket. His 5th against Australia, but his first ever against Australia on this ground. And for once in a while, I suppose one can forgive this demonstration. This Yorkshire crowd have been here since early this morning, waiting, hoping and praying that this might be the day for Boycott to join the other band of cricketers who made 100 hundreds in first-class cricket. He's in fact the 18th to do it. He's the 3rd Yorkshireman. Herbert Sutcliffe made 149 hundreds and Leonard Hutton 129. And Boycott at the age of 36 goes through to 100 hundreds in first-class cricket. A day which everybody on this ground will remember, and you can be sure that for years to come they'll be telling their children and the grandchildren that they were here at Headingley the day that it all happened. And it really is quite a fantastic comeback this to test match cricket. You consider what has gone on over the last 2 or 3 years. Out in the byways, content to carry on and play for Yorkshire. Missed a lot of test cricket. He said he was worried about playing against the quicker bowlers, but he's come back and proved that he's a master of all. And that's the fellow that's got it. And he comes on it. I think that's the white rose on the Yorkshire cap that he's handing to Bill Ali. So back comes the cap, which has seen him through to this very memorable 100. Well, it could be that we're ready to get back on with the game of cricket now. Well worth seeing again, a very memorable shot. Half volley clipped beautifully through mid-on. Just as well that Graham Roop got out of the way.
Slow ball. And still that lovely shot away through mid-wicket. Hit it a little bit in the air, but there is a big gap there between Max Walker and the stumps. A lovely piece of placement. Max Walker to bowl the second over with the second new ball. That was a real loosener from Max. He's done a long stint today, 26 overs, and that was the sort of delivery of a man just starting his 27th. The 250 goes up, 252 for 4, and the number of overs has changed now. 1 bowled with the second new ball. Well bowled by Walker, and Root survives on 19. Boycott is 110. Boycott and Roop have shared this very good partnership of 52. Not even the police can save Geoffrey Boycott from a friendly buffeting. It's 252 for 4, and Geoff Boycott is 110.
Well played, fantastic. Do you want that as well? No. Have a go over there, Geoff. I don't think you can hear yourself think or talk, but all I can say is well played, fantastic, Geoffrey.
Yeah, it's a miracle, really. I don't believe it could happen, but it has.
In front of your own crowd.
Yeah, it's magic, really. I would like to have done it here more than anywhere, in front of my own Yorkshire public. I mean, you can see the reception they've given me has been absolutely marvellous, but quite honestly, this is the sort of reception they've given me over my whole career, really. They've been absolutely fantastic. I mean, today is just a very special occasion, but normally they're doing marvellous. Whenever we play county cricket, any sort of match, they're fabulous. And I'm really pleased for them as well as myself. It's a dream come true, and I wouldn't have believed it could have happened here.
Geoffrey, there's your towel, the little towel down. You got your cap back, he brought it back to you, did he?
The laddie brought it back. He's a good Yorkshireman, he brought it back.
And you've taken fresh card for a second 100.
Oh, I don't know that.
Thanks very much.
What a wonderful looking card it is now.
That's another half-volley dispatched again. Very successfully by Root. Square on the offside this time, so he collects 2 boundaries. Helps himself to 8 runs from Max Walker's first over. Beaten Davies. 2 fairly comfortable runs in this. It's still running away, and Boycott got his eye on the 3rd. Not surely out. Walter's taken a good catch at 3rd slip. So Thompson comes back, gets his revenge for a lot of playing and missing there by Graham Root. A thick and firm edge going into the safe hands of Walters at 3rd slip. Graham Root then out for 34, caught Walters, bowled Thompson. England losing the first wicket of the morning. It's a good ball. Even too much for Boycott. Really made that hustle through.
284 for 5, 122 to Boycott, 2 to not. Man out last. Just a second slip. There was a 3rd slip there when Thompson was bowling. Just let's look at that. It was Doug Walters, I think. And he's been pushed out now to cover point, leaving the gap between McCosker at 2nd slip and Bright at gully. First ball of Lenny Pascoe's spell. Good leg cutter.
First spell, in fact, for Ray Bright from this football stand end. Just bowled half a dozen overs yesterday from the far end, the Kirkstall Lane end. So he's going to bowl to Boycott with a forward short leg underslip. Good shot by Hooks, but can't prevent the single from Boycott. That's a typical beer in not sweet shot. So that brings up the 300 and a shot worth seeing again. That's a good shot. Burned the strike, moved nicely into line. It's fall through mid-off with Boycott. His first boundary of the morning off the middle of the bat. Racing down the hill. Very, very fine leg guns. So a 50 partnership brought up now between Boycott and Bob. Bright to Knott. A nice full toss. It goes through for 4 as well. Same position that he put him away in the previous over. A very friendly full toss and enough to push Robinson back now. Oh, and that's fiddled away. Very, very late indeed. There isn't too much room between Greg Chocolate slip there. He doesn't think too much about that.
It's 150 for Geoff Boycott. David Hooks, the man coming round. And a nice piece of fielding from him. And a glorious throw. The Boycott goes on to 151. It's taken 490 minutes. And he's hit 19 boundaries. So just on half the number of runs have come in 4s. 151 out of 342.
That's steered away nicely by Knott. Bring up the 100 partnership. Robinson, you can be certain, will chase it as hard as he can go, but even he can't stop it. Well, a very effective partnership this by Knott and Boycott. It was a very exhilarating one. The 100 stand has taken 162 minutes. It's put England in pretty nigh an invincible position now. 378 for 5 with Alan Knott, 1 away from his 50 and Boycott on 161. That's hammered straight past him, a full toss, a rare full toss from Walker. And Boycott making the most of it. Knott to face Ray Bright. Just bombed away just in front of him. They scurried through. It is 50 for the little Kent and England wicketkeeper. Adding a 50 to that brilliant 100 he made at Trent Bridge. Innings of completely different character. This 50 has taken 167 minutes. And it's contained 6 boundaries. So 50 out of a total of 383 for 5. And there's overthrows there. Oh, Max Walker looking very wary. Hadn't moved at all to cover the throw coming in from David Hooks. So Boycott will collect 5 runs for that. A single plus 4 for the overthrow. So much to the displeasure again of Ray Bright. Hasn't had the happiest of matches here at Headingley. Having a go. Lofted that way over the top of David Hooks at mid-off. And really made the crowd sit up. First really aggressive shot. Played for a very long time. First time that either of these two have ever thought about lofting the ball into the vacant spaces in the outfield. And is out this time, LBW. His foot a long way down, and Marsh is telling him to go. Alan Knott's very happy, but very unhappy, but Lloyd Budd's finger went up almost instantly. So Alan Knott goes, the 6th man out, made 57. Departed at a time when it looked as though he might just have been going to have a little bit of a go. Command there, a wicket falls in the very first over that he's in charge. And that's bowled him. And the quicker one there, he got on the back foot, it hurried through. It's a good over for Ray Bright, and Marsh there as the captain has seen 2 wickets tumble in a single over. Ian Botham, a disappointment for him, out for naught. Last ball of the over. The ball hurrying through, straightened up quite nicely. So he's the 7th man out, 398. And must be an even money chance now of Boycott batting all the way through this innings.
Beautiful strike. O'Keefe on third man boundary. And the 400 comes up for England, 400 for 7. They were 339 for 5 at lunch. And a good bit of spin there for Ray Bright. The one that bowled Botham straightened nicely. Just a matter of a couple of inches to beat the edge and hit the off stump, and so did that one. Unstraightened and found the edge. Very fine. Captain waiting to come back out again. I'm not too sure that he mightn't get the wave from Rodney Marsh, having picked up a couple of wickets while he's been off the field. 4 runs. Taken 2 wickets with the ball, and he's now taken a magnificent catch to complete his 3rd dismissal and give Lenny Pascoe his 2nd wicket of the innings. That was one of the great catches of all time. Man out, Derek Underwood for 6, caught Bright, bowled Pascoe, and what a good day Ray Bright is having. I had the impression it was probably Rodney Marsh's, but we can get a better glimpse of it on the replay. A little outside edge.
It's a glorious shot. First time he's really cracked one through the offside off Bright. Super shot there from Boycott. It's Hendrick to face Pascoe again. And that's out. Little catch pushed into Richie Robinson, who's been hanging around in that Always short position there for 2 days. At last he's got his rewards. So a fairly gentle catch offered by Hendrick, but Robinson made no mistake. So Hendrick goes for 4. He's the 9th Englishman out. The score's on 422. And that's the way he went. And asking if that was off the pad. Rodney Marsh has tried a little contrick there. He's walked off in the direction of the pavilion. But that ball going straight off the pad into Silly Point's hands. Slight bit of gamesmanship there by the Australian keeper. Delicate leg glance. Geoff Thompson is no slouch in the field. There's no way he could get across to cut it off. It's like a marble on a skating rink going down there to deep fine leg. That's beaten him with delivery. Pascoe's gone up in there. I can't think why. Bill Ali enjoyed that. And that's it. And he's gone. Well, what a great anticlimax there. Great disappointment to this crowd as Geoff Boycott is the 10th man out, looking to have carried his bat through the innings. He falls at long last for a superb innings of 191 made out of an England total of 436. And the Headingley crowd rising to welcome home